What's up, everybody? It is time to get week 5 lineups set, waiver wires accomplished. I know a lot of waivers are already run, and see what you got going on here because this changes things, right? Wherever you got in your team now, and you definitely needed some help. Buys this week, injuries every week, but especially this week. We were just saying yesterday, it feels like it's one of the worst stretches we can remember. Although I feel like we probably say that every year at some point, but this week seems especially brutal as far as who was injured, right? So we're going to help you with your questions. You know, you got a lot of questions, start, sit. Maybe you got some trades that you want to work up. You know why we're here to do that. And we're just a couple hours away from game day. So we're going to answer as many questions as we can before kickoff of the Thursday night matchup, which sounded like a really good one on paper. You know, originally 49ers at Rams, but what is going on with this 49ers team? And at what point did they just like fire the entire training staff and be like, okay, we're going to bring some people in here who can actually keep our players healthy?
Well, I don't even know. Like, I mean, who knows what the cause is? I mean, maybe it's just bad luck. Because, I mean, look, every team's dealing with injuries at some level, right? So it's not like it's just the 49ers. But yeah, I mean, man, going into this game tonight on the road, down your top 2 wide receivers, your top tight end, your quarterback, your best defensive player. I mean, this would be like an all-time snatching victory from the jaws of defeat if somehow the 49ers pull. I mean, it would have to be like a crushing loss for the Rams tonight if they don't win this game. You got to feel like the Rams are probably going to win semi-comfortably tonight.
Yeah, they should, which, you know, in the NFL means they probably won't. But you always have to be prepared. 49ers still have decent backup in Mac Jones. The receivers, I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Kendrick Bourne is there. How did they not have a better depth chart at receiver before the season? Because they just got Kendrick Bourne again back off of the street. I mean, he wasn't with a team because of these injuries, and Demarcus Robinson wasn't with a team. Like, shouldn't they have contingency plans in place before the season? I feel like they should.
I mean, maybe, but what can you do? Like, you already have Juwan Jennings and Ricky Pearsall. You expect Brandon Ayuk back. I mean, there's 32 teams. You can't have all the wide receivers.
Yeah, but at least somebody. I mean, draft a guy. I don't know. How, again, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, how is every 49er player hurt? I don't understand this. Like, there's something going on here. Like,
yeah.
Oh, well. But it's still football. We'll still watch it. And
Yes.
we'll still probably put some bets on it, which reminds me right now, talked about this, Matt Stafford. I mean, look, maybe it's not last week's game, but I bet you he gets a yard. And that's a win for you. If you do Underdog for the very first time, if you go to Underdog app and download it and make an account, and you're a new customer, you get a gimme pick. It's Matt Stafford just going higher than 0 yards. So I would take that. But I can't because I've already been on Underdog for years. But you can if you haven't tried Underdog yet. So download the app, make an account. You also want to make sure you use code ENDGAME because that gets you the gimme pick and up to $1,000 of bonus cash for your first deposit. And there's always promos. And by the way, I don't know if we have the fancy graphic for this. There's also still play $5. You get $100 extra in bonus funds. Okay, so another $100 added to your account. And it is officially the start of Boostober. You may remember Boostober from last year. It is back. Boostober. Because they're going to give you for the next 30 days until October ends, I think 30% boost for a lot of these picks.
I had a 50% boost in my lobby tonight.
Oh wow!
I already used it. I took unfortunately I don't get the Matthew Stafford freebie. But I did take Matthew Stafford higher than 21.5 completions. I was like, 21.5. Like, do they just think he's not going to throw the ball tonight?
Right.
And I took higher Brian Robinson, I think 18.5 rushing yards, which he's done. He's gone over 20 rushing yards in every game. And I feel like I feel like with the injuries, it's gonna be a lot of CMC and B-Rob tonight.
They're gonna need it. Yeah, that's a good one. And I actually won one of my picks. I don't get to do one every week because time. We don't always have time during football season, but they had a Dak gimme, and I combined it with like 3 others, and I nailed it. So I was like, all right, pretty good. But I've been taking more of the picks where it's not so much the outcome, where it's like yardage or touchdowns. It's like pass attempts, rush attempts, right, completions, and that's based more on game flow and how you think the game will play out, not necessarily the results. And it's not like a foolproof method or anything like that, because nothing is, but I feel like I have more success with that. Although I did feel pretty confident. I took the lower on Trevor Lawrence fantasy points. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go against this guy. It worked.
There you go.
All right. A lot of injuries, but we're going to get you caught up on that probably on the Saturday and Sunday streams. You guys already know we do long streams on both days, Saturday afternoon, Sunday morning before kickoff, with all the latest injury reports. It's still only Thursday. Day's not even over, so there's a lot of different updates that'll happen. We'll just have to wait and keep an eye on all those things, right? Nothing definitive. I was telling you earlier, sounds like Chuba might not play. They're saying unlikely, and maybe Rico Dowdle is a decent stash if you need somebody, but it's too early for that, right?
I mean, if you got room and you want to stash Rico Dowdle, look, they get the Dolphins. This is a great matchup.
Dolphins.
So I don't think there's anything wrong with stashing Rico Dowdle if you might need him this week.
Yeah, I mean, compare that. I hate to say I don't want Chuba to be hurt or miss, but I'd feel better about him being out and getting Rico Dowdle than like Michael Carter or Amari DeMercado. We've got a lot of those questions. We're going to get a lot more. I have a feeling. You're going to see the name Amari DeMercado a lot more than you wanted this week.
Yes.
We've already seen it a lot also on Draft Lane, which I also have to remind you guys, we have an app. It's called Draft Lane, and we answer questions for you on there too. And so anybody who's new here, you haven't done this before, let me show you real quick. What we're doing is using our app. We had this last year too. I've got to take this off. And then there it is. So also this year, promo code ENDGAME gets you 10 free credits on DraftLane. If you haven't tried it yet, use that in the settings section. DraftLane is a free download. App Store, Play Store, download it. All you need is an email address. That's it. You sign up. You want to sync Yahoo and Sleeper Leagues with it, you can do that so we can see your rosters when you ask your questions. But use that code. You get 10 free credits, and then you can ask your questions. So we have a lot. We get every day. Chris, you must have answered a bunch this morning because it was like a backlog.
I did. No, when I woke up, there was like 13, and I got them all. No, I think I did them last night before bed. And then this morning, or just right now, actually, there was like 10, and I got it down to 3, and we've already got another one.
All right. Well, let's do one of these, and people are using the points.
I left that Weatherby start sit because I was like, ooh, that's a tough one.
All right. A Dynasty. Superflex, no less. Dynasty Superflex half PPR. Who to flex? Options are Ladd, Judy, Carter, Dowdle. Well, there you go. Just was talking about those players. We got Darnold. That's fine this week. Saquon and Chase Brown. Let's see.
Well, that's what I thought at first, but then look at the other options.
Tony Pollard. I think it's too soon for Harvey. I know you got more run, but I still wouldn't put him in over those guys.
Yeah, see, that was my debate. Although I will say now with the Chuba news, maybe Dowdle over Chase Brown if Chuba's out.
That's the thing. I feel like it's too early to answer this as far as that goes.
Well, we can put that. I mean, we can always just mark mark Chase Brown as a sit and Rico as a start and say, if Chuba Hubbard is out this week, then we would start Chase Brown over. I mean, we'd start him over Chase Brown.
Yeah, and I'm not running out to start Michael Carter over a guy like Pollard, are you?
No.
All right, so let's put it that way. And by the way, you see we can do personalized feedback here. That's what we do. So if Hubbard is out, put Dowdle in. If not, you can stick with Chase Brown. Everything else is good. All right.
Yes.
Not bad. And look, just as I submit that, we got another one. We're up to 4 again. All right. Somebody's on here using it. Why not? Okay. We'll get to these questions. We'll do another one a little bit later on, but let's get to the questions on the stream first. You guys have been waiting.
Yes, let's go.
All right. NTY. Definitely a user of the DraftLane app. I know that. Start Myers McLaurin. I don't know. Terry doesn't sound like he's playing.
Yeah, not feeling good about Terry.
Malik Washington, Franklin, Hollywood, Jalen Tolbert.
I would probably say Franklin most weeks, but on the road against the Eagles, I don't know about that. I mean, Hollywood is okay because he's in that Chiefs offense, but Jags defense has been tough. I might just take a chance on Malik Washington here.
Yeah, it's based on target share. You feel better about Washington as really the number 2 receiver in that offense. Hollywood is the what? 3, 4, 5. It doesn't matter. They're all equal, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I agree. I would say, look, just sit Terry. He's probably not playing. Don't keep him in your lineup. Just put Malik Washington in for now. All right. Didn't take long. Here's Cody with his 3 lineups.
All right.
Lineup number 1. Baker on the bench instead of Dak. Got Pollard on the bench. I think that's fine. The only question is quarterback.
No, I'm going Dak over Baker this week.
All right, this one looks good. And then this lineup hurts JT Judkins, Devontae Pittman, Juwan Sutton. There's Demarcado. Now I can sit Dak for Hurts.
Yeah, definitely will sit Dak for Hurts. Did I see something where like Pittman hamstring in practice today? Did I see that right?
Oh, wow. Oh, that would be bad. And Pittman's got a great matchup.
He's added to the injury report with a hamstring issue. Let's see. Did he practice today? Does it say he was limited today? So that's better than a DNP, but it's still not great. Look, I've kind of had this feeling about AD Mitchell this week. He was close last week. He was really close, and they're getting the Raiders. Look, you might be desperate this week. I might start thinking about AD Mitchell if Pittman's out. But assuming Pittman plays, Judkins, JT, you're doing that. Devontae Pittman's good. Juwan Sutton, Demarcado. I don't think I could put Demarcado in over guys like Jordan Mason. I don't even know if I could put him in over Chris Godwin, honestly. I know Jordan Mason gets the Browns, but Jordan Mason's going to get like 15 plus carries. He could always score a touchdown. I think I'm still going Jordan Mason over Demarcado.
Yeah, the other thing, we haven't said this name, but I'm actually seeing right here now, even Cardinals coach Jonathan Gannon said he feels good about Amari Demarcado, Michael Carter, and Bam Knight. Remember Bam Knight, right?
Yeah.
He's going to play too. It's going to be a committee. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be like Washington. Do you love the Washington Commanders backfield? Okay, great. Then you'll absolutely love the Cardinals backfield. All right. Anyways, he said here it is. Here's the third one. Fields, JT, Woody, Jamar, Debo, Mason Taylor in the lineup. I don't see it. Another tight end. Well, there's Terry. I think you got to switch Terry right now. Again, I don't think he'll play.
Yeah, if Terry's out, I probably put Godwin in for him. I don't think I'm switching anything else, though.
Yeah. All right, there you go. JCR Melts, what is up? Needs 2 flex. Godwin, Jacoby, Demarcado, Woody, Marks.
We need 2 flexes. I think Jacoby has to be your first choice, and I'm going to go Woody Marks against the Ravens.
Yeah, it's the Ravens. I think this is a great time to fire Woody Marks. One other one. Well, Chuba, AJB, or Rachaad White. Believe it or not, this is close.
It is. I mean, I'll say if Chuba plays, like if he practices fully tomorrow and he's not on the injury report, I'll go Chuba. It's the Dolphins. They're easily the worst run defense, like by far.
Right.
if Chuba's out, I'm actually gonna play Rachaad White over AGB, assuming Bucky's out, of course. Which it sounds
Yeah, I
like
was gonna
Bucky's.
say that depends too. Right, depends who's playing and who's not.
Yeah. Now, of course, if Chuba doesn't play and Bucky plays, then you got to go AJ Brown here.
And then another one is who to stream at QB: Dart, Darnold, or Stroud. You sticking with Stroud?
No, I think I have Darnold. I have Stroud and Dart as streamers, but I have Darnold solid. Darnold, this should be a good game for Darnold this week.
All right. Yeah, I like Darnold here too. Dion, non-PPR, Portland Sutton or Keenan Allen?
I think just go with Keenan Allen here. I would probably go Keenan Allen even if Cortland Sutton had a good matchup.
Yeah, I like Keenan this week. And you'll hear me talk him up on a video, but yeah, I'll go Keenan here for sure. Richard Anapolsky is in a tough spot this week. Start 3 and rank in order. Okay, are you ready? Let's just mentally brace yourselves for Demarcus Robinson, Luke McCaffrey, Isaiah Bond, Malik Washington. But wait, there's more. Kayshon Boutte, Jalen Tolbert, and Juju Smith-Schuster.
I'm gonna actually rank Juju number 1.
Wow.
I mean, he's been involved the last 2 weeks. He's got Patrick Mahomes, like, and the Jaguars are, I thought I saw something where the Jaguars have actually been giving up a lot to the slot.
Well, before last week, I remember the Jags were real bad against outside wide receivers, where we liked Pearsall and Jennings, assuming they would actually be able to finish a complete game, which they didn't. But yeah, look, I know 2025 has been a crazy year in many ways, but we have now. Last week, you actually opted to flex a tight end, and now you've got Juju Smith-Schuster ranked number 1. I think I've seen it all now.
Well, I mean, look at this list. Look at the list. I'm going to go Juju number 1. I think if Terry is out, I got to go Luke McCaffrey number 2. I mean, Jaden Daniels is back.
Yeah.
He's got touchdown potential. And then I probably go Malik Washington number 3.
I'll probably put McCaffrey number 1 again, assuming McLaurin doesn't play, which I seriously doubt. I'll put Malik Washington 2, and then I'll go Juju 3, so just to make life easier. Too soon for Isaiah Bond. Marcus Robinson? No, I'm not doing it. Oh, I just realized. Yeah, he wants a ranking. I don't know if you just want the top 3 or you want the rest. Like, does it matter?
Do we really have to rank all these guys?
It doesn't matter. Just pick those 3.
Yeah.
P. Chase Brown and Woody Marks.
I'm going Woody Marks, like, pretty comfortably here. Pretty comfortably Woody Marks.
Yeah. Now, I don't think it's a foregone conclusion like every week Woody Marks is going to be ahead of Chase Brown the rest of the season just because the Bengals look horrible now, but Woody Marks gets the Ravens.
Yeah.
All right. Dion is a non-PPR.
Wow. Someone's like, here, have your backup.
Just dropped Rachaad White. They're like, this guy's about to get valuable. Let me get him off my team. But Woody Marks is out there.
Yeah, I would still prefer Woody Marks because, again, like, let's say Bucky misses 2 weeks. Okay, Rachaad White's good for 2 weeks and then Bucky's back. Woody Marks could be good rest of the season. I don't think Nick Chubb is going to, like, all of a sudden get more carries. So I'm going Woody Marks 1, Rachaad White 2.
Exactly. Martin Beachy, 1 running back, 1 flex. Brees, Genty, Mason, Marks, Walker, Godwin, Myers.
Okay, running back, I think it's got to be I think you got to go Genty and Brees Hall here. Oh, man.
Yeah.
As much as I want to start Woody Marks this week, I mean, Brees Hall with no Braylon Allen. I mean, I know people are going to be like, well, they just signed Khalil Herbert. Like, okay, come on. Let it go.
Yeah.
Brees and Genty.
This is where the line gets drawn. The Woody Marks line.
Yes.
In Lucero, Kamara, Walker, or perhaps Rachaad White.
Well, I'm not even joking. If Bucky is out, Rachaad White is my pick here. I mean, as much as I like Walker, he's still getting, sniped by Charbonnet. Kamara, I think, is getting sniped by Father Time. So,
getting kneecapped by Father Time.
yes. So I'll say White if Bucky is completely out. I have Kamara and Walker both as flexes, but come on, Walker's so much better than Kamara at this point of his career. I'll say if Bucky plays, it's Walker.
Yeah, Walker's splitting with Sharbs. Kamara is also now splitting carries with Kendre Miller, which we didn't see that coming. But and White will have what? Don't let's not go Sean Tucker again. We talked enough about Sean Tucker yesterday. It's gonna be Rashad White. JJ is got the membership. Thank you. Got Fields, Kyron, and Woody. Amon-Ra and Worthy, Tet and Pittman are the flexes. I guess this is a no tight end league. You probably like that. So bench Bowers. Well, Daniels is on the bench. Ferguson is on the bench. Interesting.
Well, I got to put Daniels in over Fields. I mean, I like Fields this week. Fields should have a huge game against the Cowboys, but he's still Fields, and he could still somehow find a way to not get it done, even against the Cowboys. I mean, in a non-tight end league, do I really start Bowers or Ferguson over Ted or Pittman? I don't think so. Now, I will say if Pittman misses because of that hamstring, sure, I will honestly put Ferguson over Bowers right now. Like, let me see Bowers look healthy and look like that guy first. So, Daniels over Fields, and then if Pittman ends up missing with that hamstring, I'll put Ferguson in over Pittman.
Yeah. I'm debating Ferguson over Tet in the flex. I think just because it's the Dolphins, probably stick Tet in there. Ferguson has got the floor, though. But might do that. So kind of I see why you got those guys, but it's a no tight end league and you have two really good tight ends. Brock Bowers takes a big hit here. So I hope you just didn't draft him very early, but you still have good receivers. So, all right. Michael Cazares needs 2 to pick up. He says pick up 2. Io Manor, Carter, Kendre, Bashard, Spears, Trace Student, Slayton, or Malik Washington. Who are your 2 favorite waiver wire picks?
I think it's going to be, it depends what you need here, I think. But I think it's going to be Kendre. I still feel like, why is Tracy on waiver wire? I know Tracy's probably going to miss this week again, but do we just think when he comes back, he's just going to stand there and not do anything?
Yeah. He'll be involved.
I'm probably going to pick up Kendre and Tracy, unless you need a wide receiver, you're like, hey, I need a wide receiver, then I might go Kendre and Malik Washington.
I'm actually it's a 10-man league, so I understand these guys are out there. But I think I feel like Tootin was such a hot pickup. I'm surprised he's kind of still out there because even though he doesn't get most of the run, he still has that big playability. I might like to have
I thought about guys like Tootin, Spears, but it's in a 10-teamer. I kind of want guys who I think could provide value right now. Look, Kendre could legitimately be the 1A soon, And again, when Tracy comes back, I don't think it's going to be all Scattaboo. And Washington could be the wide receiver too in Miami. Tootin, certainly if something happened to Etienne, that could be great for Tootin, but it doesn't look like Tootin kind of took a step back in usage last week, right? He's not progressing forward in his usage like we'd like to see. That could change, but I feel like in a 10-teamer, I can pick up Tootin in 3 weeks if I want to.
Yeah, and in this league, it looks like you could probably still pick up all these guys next week if they're just sitting out there.
Right.
I kind of look at it the other way. I'm kind of looking okay, you're just sashing these guys. You're not starting these guys in a 10-man league. Maybe this week you are, right? Because one of those weeks. But I'm who has the biggest upside here? What if Etienne goes out, Tootin, potential league winner, right? I want Tootin. Brashard Smith is never going to be that, right? He's never going to get a ton of touches. Carter is never going to be that. Kendre could. I'm actually now thinking Io Manor too, because Ridley's been missing practice. He might not even play this week. And then, of course, what if they trade him? What if they cut him? What if something else happens? So I think Io Manor probably has the most upside here. I like Io Manor and Tootin for upside.
I mean,
if you need someone this week, then that's totally opposite, though.
I just wish Io Manor was in a real NFL offense.
Yeah, that would help. Alex Bellevue needs help with the lineup. Hampton, K9, Nico, question marks, lots of question marks. And Joker or Mason Taylor, how about that?
I'm going to play Mason Taylor over Njoku. I'm going to do it.
Yeah, you can't feel like – look, I will say, and I did say this, Dylan Gabriel, right? He's a rookie quarterback. He's not known for a cannon arm. He's not going to be the next coming of Joe Flacco, Jameis Winston, right? I think he might pepper the tight ends more frequently. But look, touchdown upside, big game upside. No. So yeah, give me a guy like Mason Taylor. Okay.
Wow,
so
they're not even waiting until tomorrow. They've already ruled Terry McLaurin out. They're not even waiting until tomorrow.
Yeah, no, there was no chance. There was no chance. Okay, let's fill the question marks here. Henderson, Bill, Bond, JMO, and Shaheed. We need.
Well, I think Jameson's got to be your other wide receiver. Oh man,
we need two to flex. Bye weeks. Yep, bye weeks.
I'd probably go Travion Henderson and Rashid Shaheed. Just hope for like a big play from one of these guys.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. All right. And I hope y'all take Spearsy's advice. What's up, Spearsy? Thank you. Appreciate you. Forgot to say this at the beginning. Likes are always appreciated. Subscribe. That's appreciated even more.
Yes.
It's happening. I think it's happening. We're still got a little ways to go, but we're getting close to 100K. So help us out here. Just hit the subscribe button. All right. Juan Pablo Guerrero, welcome back. Would you trade Pittman for Devontae Adams?
I would do this. I mean, even if Pittman was fully healthy, I would do this. I prefer Devontae Adams. The Rams offense only throws the ball to Puka and Adams. That's it.
Yep. Go.
Like,
why would Adams they throw it to anyone else? They don't need to. They have two of the best receivers in the game. You know
what's infuriating about this? Because I was actually texting a buddy of mine today. He was like, "Oh my gosh, like Puka Nacua." I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Look, Puka Nacua is great." He's like, I think he said something to the fact like, I think Puka Nacua is going to have like 6 years and then his body's going to break down with all the hits he takes. I said, he could be right. I said, I think what's going to happen is Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford are going to retire and Puka's going to just go back to being a good wide receiver because, I mean, Cooper Kupp became the best wide receiver in the NFL with Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford. Now Puka Nacua is like the best wide receiver in the NFL with Sean McVay because Sean McVay, like, I don't understand why NFL coaches make this so hard. Like, Sean McVay understands that Puka Nacua is my best player. How do I get him open and get him the ball?
Yep.
Like he's not like, oh, let's run Puka as a decoy so we can throw it to Tutu Atwell. You know what I mean? No, his whole thing is like, how do we get our best player the football over and over again? And then you have these other NFL coaches scheming themselves out of out into losses because it's like one of their genius scheme or whatever. It's like, just get your best players the football. Doesn't have to be that hard. Plus, us fantasy players would really appreciate it.
We do. That's why you like to invest in certain offenses and not others. It's like, look, it remains to be seen whether Ben Johnson really is an offensive guru. Let's see him do it in a team not just Detroit, but in Chicago with what he's got. What are your thoughts on that whole fake flea flicker that we saw?
Well, apparently the players said they thought it would work, and he went, but I like that. Like, hey, look, because we don't really have time to dive in all this stuff. This isn't like NFL talk, but Trayvon Diggs went to Matt Eberflus and said, "Hey, I'm a better corner, like a man cover corner than a zone guy because Matt Eberflus loves to play a ton of zone." And Matt Eberflus is like, "You're just gonna have to adjust." Like, who wants to play for a coach like that? Like, I would rather the players like say like, "Hey, coach, we think this could work," and have it fail miserably and be like, "Okay, well, it didn't work." But the coach at least like show that trust in you and say like, "Hey, all right, let's try it. Let's do it. Let's see what happens." Then be like, "No, we're just going to keep playing zone."
Look, it's not working. We're going to keep doing it just because. Yes, there are a lot of coaches like that. Yeah. You got to wonder why Matt Eberflus didn't last in Chicago.
Well, why does he still have a job?
Why is he still off? Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, even though Pittman's the number one receiver for his offense and Adams is number two, he's in a better passing offense and he's elite. Elite, go with Adams. And then Justin Jefferson for McMillan and Pearsall.
No. Keep Jefferson.
Well, it says offered me. If you're getting Justin Jefferson, then do it.
Yeah, if you're getting Jefferson, definitely do that. Definitely.
Yeah, take Adams and Jefferson and just be happy.
Exactly.
Cash money, flex 2, Mason Diggs, Shakir T.
This isn't even that bad for bye weeks. You should see some of the other questions we've gotten. I think I'm just going to go Diggs and Shakir here. I mean, I don't mind Mason this week, but it is a tough Browns run defense, and T. Higgins, I can't do it. Diggs and Shakir should be fine.
Diggs and Shakir for sure. Moises Gonzalez, thank you for being here as always. Was offered Garrett Wilson for Amari Hampton. Now that's interesting because that feels fair.
I think it's fair. And look, I mean, you got CMC, Judkins, Walker, and Dobbins. I mean, I don't know what your wide receivers are. Nico, Worthy, Keenan. I mean, it's a 10-teamer, so you're going to look good everywhere. But I mean, these wide receivers don't feel quite as good as the running backs, right? Like Keenan, Worthy. I'm going to take Garrett Wilson. I think it's a fair deal.
It's fair. I would take Garrett Wilson based on your team too.
Yeah.
C. Lewis, 3 flexes. Okay, Terry is out.
Yep.
Bill or Mason Taylor at the flex?
Yeah, let's just go with Bill. I mean, I don't know if I can put in Mason Taylor, a tight end who just finally had a good game. Yeah.
Okay. If you were going to say yes to flexing a rookie tight end, I was just going to walk off the set.
No, that's a little much. It's a little much.
Right. Jay, 1 flex, Walker, Myers, Olave.
I think I had it's PP. Is it PPR? Does it say high PPR or half PPR? High PPR?
I think it's high. It's Jay again. I think it's PPR.
All right, then I'm gonna go Olave here.
Olave over Myers. Wow.
Yeah, I don't look. Myers is my guy, and I've been talking up Myers, but my goodness, Geno Smith looks so bad. I need to see Geno not look horrible.
He did look horrible against a not very good defense. I can't lie about that. I mean, the Colts' pass defense isn't great. Yeah, I think I like Myers based on the matchup this week. I feel like it's going to be not a get right spot, but a get better than last week's spot for the Raiders.
That's not hard to do.
Not hard to do. I'll lean Myers, but Myers Olave is pretty close. Kyle, Juwan, Theo, Waller, Strange. Which tight end?
I still go Juwan here. I'm not just gonna give up on Juwan Johnson after 1 down game. Still going Juwan this week.
Yeah, agree. Sharp, Hendy, Amari.
I still got to go Charbonnet here. I mean, he's getting enough volume. He's got touchdown upside. Already talked about Demercado. His role is probably going to be the same. Henderson's role, even with Ramondre fumbling twice and Gibson fumbling once, did not change. I'm just going to go Charbonnet.
Yeah. Santiago, also very similar tight ends. I'm assuming it's still Johnson here over Waller or Tonjes.
Yeah.
All right. How about Mac Jones or Jackson Dart?
Nah, I'm going Jackson Dart. I don't even think Mac Jones is 100% right now. I think he's playing with a knee injury.
That's right. Not last week, but the week before, he had like a brace on, didn't he, or something? They were playing with a brace.
Yeah, and it doesn't even sound like he's 100%. So,
but like I said, who's he throwing to? Like Jake Tonjes. He's throwing to Jake Tonjes. Yeah, go Dart. Dart has that rushing upside. Elijah Ledesma getting offered. Okay. JT.
Okay, so I answered this right before the stream in Draft Lane. So let's hear your answer. So Elijah, you should have gotten the response on Draft Lane.
This is a big one. JT, Nico, and Devonta Smith for Judkins. Is that JJ?
Yeah, Jefferson.
D Eskridge? Who's D?
No, who was it? It wasn't CeeDee Lamb. So this is it was Debo. Yes, it was Debo.
And J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah, it was Debo.
Okay, well, Justin Jefferson, but like Nico, Judkins, JT, Debo. Jefferson's the best player here, but JT and Nico are pretty good. Judkins is pretty good. Debo, Devontae is pretty close. I mean, I don't feel like you're winning this deal necessarily, right? Like if you're giving up, am I right? He's giving up 4 players to get 3.
Yeah.
J.K. Dobbins is not like the determining factor here, but
Right.
I don't think I want to give up Justin Jefferson to get Nico. It's not an upgrade. And JT Judkins, I mean, I think I would lean toward the JJ side.
Interesting. I'd said the JT Nico side pretty comfortably for me.
Comfortably. Wow.
Yeah. I mean,
Wow.
like, look, I know I don't want to give up JJ, but I'm getting Nico. So it's like, okay. And I got to put JT at least a tier or 2 ahead of Judkins.
And Devontae Debo is pretty equivalent.
Yeah. That was like whatever. Like Devontae, Debo, JK, they're like whatever for me. It was more about those first 4.
Yeah, I'm just not sure. JT Nico. I don't know. I just don't think this necessarily helps your team. You're just different players. You're swapping out different elite running backs and receivers. I don't know. All right. Well, sorry, Elijah. I don't know if that helped. Zachary Mudd. Rate this one. Love, JT Monty, Pollard Harvey, Nico Wilson, Pickens, Igbuka, Franklin, Kraft.
I mean, JT Monty, Pollard Harvey, running backs are good. Nico Wilson. I mean, wide receivers are really good. Kraft, fine. Love, fine. Oh, this is a good team. I'll say like 8-5. Good team.
For a 12-man, yeah, really good. You're set at running back pretty much. Yeah, as long as, I mean, Nico has still been really good. Pickens is your 3rd. Ibuka is your 4th receiver. Yeah, like an 8-5. Von Dulce needs 2 receivers in the flex. Devontae Adams, Igbuka, Diggs, Wandale, Kyron, Rashad White.
I think you got to go Devontae Adams and Igbuka at wide receiver.
Flex Kyron probably tonight.
Yeah, because what if Bucky plays, even though it doesn't sound like he should be fine with Kyron. Kyron against the 49ers, I mean, in good game script, Kyron should be fine tonight.
Yeah, game script is supposed to favor the Rams. Go Kyron here. Lorenzo Luna. All right, flex. Pick Mason, Dobbins, or Diggs. And then wide receiver, we got either Ted or Marvin Harrison. This lets us assume PPR.
Yeah, I think I'm flexing. I have Diggs, Dobbins.
And Dobbins was still good last week. I'm feeling a big Diggs week. If it's PPR, I'm going Diggs. I could see Dobbins the 2 though.
All right, go Diggs. Go Diggs.
And then McMillan or Marv?
I got McMillan over Marv.
Better matchup.
Yeah, better matchup, better situation. I'm not chasing that 4th quarter come from behind craziness.
Yeah. Pedro. I get Marvin, Myers, Monangai. They get the Bengals and TJ Moore.
They get 3 absolute busts. Yeah, give him your bust. Say, here, have my bust. Have them.
Yeah, Monangai isn't really how much value, but yet Marvin Harrison is an upgrade over T. Higgins at this point. Myers is an upgrade over DJ Moore, right? Sure. And then Pedro also, McMillan Henderson for the Bengals.
Yeah, get the Bengals off my team. Get them off my team. Who's trading for Bengals players right now?
That's a good question. Which one do you like better? Just the 2 for 2 or get the Marv Myers side?
Probably the Marv Myers side.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, you're taking a shot here on Henderson, which could pay off, but there's no guarantee. Zaire needs help with a QB. Knicks or May?
I'm going May this week.
And then he said I have Caleb on by Mayfield. Should I be worried about Mayfield?
Nah. He's playing. He's already said he's fine. He's playing. It's, you know, he's going to sling it. He'll run a little bit. He should be fine.
Yeah, if he plays, just go Mayfield. Not worrying about it. Let's go to Billy Joe Billingsley. What's up? K9 or Kyron?
I think you got to go Kyron tonight.
Yeah, Kyron. And then another league, BTJ or Hollywood.
How low are we on BTJ? Look, I'm not ready to, like, there's a lot of players I would start over BTJ, but Hollywood Brown is not one of them.
Yeah, you can still get whatever you get from BTJ. All right, we got Brandon Michael. Someone offered me Jamar Chase, for Buka, and Hampton.
No, I'm no, come on. This is absurd. This is absurd. This is insulting.
Which is how things change. Yeah, before the season, no way. Right now,
before the season, it would have been insulting the other way.
Yeah, exactly. Why step back? Why is this guy trying to offer Jamar Chase? Why is that other guy? Well, I have no idea why that other guy wants T. Higgins and Chase Brown. But on the other hand, like, okay, no, just keep Buka and Hampton. Jason, good deal. No, it's not a good deal if you're getting Chase.
Not a good deal.
Mr. Rivers is back. So needed wide receiver depth and traded JT for Jefferson. I think that's a win.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't think it really matters who you got. Getting Justin Jefferson's never a bad thing.
Exactly. I assume your running back, you feel good about your running backs. You were trading away JT, so.
All right, we got Andres Huerta. One's thoughts here. Got Fields, Brees, Hampton. Man, you have like the entire Jets offense. You got Fields, Brees, and Garrett Wilson. Better hope they. Oh, this is a good week to have them, right? Better hope they roll the Cowboys. Bench.
Jeez, JSN in the flex.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're good here. And then London and Lamb just chilling on the bench, waiting in the wings.
Yeah, this is a really good team. This is a team where you don't need Woody Marks, even as much as you'd like to play him. Okay, let's get to Shellback Tory Rewind.
What's up?
Source for all TMNT gear. Mason or Judkins?
Got to go Judkins this week.
Definitely Judkins. Stafford or Knicks?
You know, I'm going Stafford. I don't like Knicks this week on the road in Philly. I'll just take Stafford. I mean, I don't love Stafford, but at home against the 49ers, a banged up 49ers team, should be just fine.
Then Tet or what? Igbuka? I still got to go with Buka.
I think you have to go with Buka right now. Look, I don't know how it keeps happening for Igbuka, but it keeps happening. Like I saw something last week where he only won like one route on the entire day, but still he had a big game because of that broken play, that 70-yard broken play. It's just like the stars are aligned for Igbuka this year. And then next year people are going to overdraft Igbuka.
Probably. I still think it's a good sell high if you can get a stud back, but start Igbuka. Deck is 0-4. Okay, let's right the ship here. Got Kyron, Javonte, Genty, and Scadaboo.
How are you 0-4? I think you got to start the first three.
Yeah, go with the first three. Scadaboo is a good start, but he's not as good as those others. How about the return of the old Chud Muffin? Welcome back. Start White, Marks, or Walker?
Well, I'll say if Bucky is out, I'll go Rachaad White. Otherwise, I'm going Woody Marks over Kenneth Walker, sadly.
Yeah. And so those would be the two. And you're saying if Pittman doesn't play, then go Rachaad White, I guess. Chief Perp, Worthy, Adams, or Waddle?
Let's throw Adams in tonight. I like Worthy. I do like Worthy, but man, it's hard for me to bench Adams in this Rams offense. such a good offense for wide receivers.
Yeah, look, Waddle does get a bump. Definitely is going to get more targets, but it's actually not a great matchup on paper for him. That Carolina pass defense has been pretty good. He's going to get a lot of horn, I imagine. So don't feel a big Waddle game, but at least he's on the radar again. We have Santiago Murillo with the membership. Thank you, Santiago.
Thank you.
And then as soon as we get a question from you, we'll put it up. I'll take a look here. Let's actually go back to Chief Perp since we just called his name. JD without Terry or Fields?
No, I'm still going JD here. I mean, JD runs. I mean, Fields could have Terry, Garrett Wilson, and CeeDee Lamb, and I don't know if I'd feel better about Fields, honestly.
Yeah, there's, again, every week isn't going to be a great week for Jayden Daniels, but again, like you said, there's certain quarterbacks you just keep in there. It's never guaranteed for Justin Fields. Here's Santiago's question: Mason or Olave?
I mean, assuming it's PPR, and I mean half or full PPR, I'm going Olave. If it's non-PPR, maybe I'll go Mason.
Yeah, good time to remind everyone. I thought this earlier. When you got running backs and wide receivers mixed, for flex, let us know if it's PPR, half or non, because that does make a difference. So, yeah, gonna go Olave here. Probably go Olave, maybe even either way. Brutal matchup for Mason this week. Alan is just piling on to talk about those picks. CMC with 53 yards today, likes the underdog pick. Thank you.
Well, here's the thing. I'm kind of like you talked about earlier, like kind of shying away from these like receiving yards, rushing yards picks. Because it looked like on paper, you're like, oh, this looks good. But like the Rams don't have a bad run defense. The 49ers run game has been terrible. I was looking at his receiving lines, but it's like, ooh, it feels kind of like on the edge. And even his reception line, his receptions were like 6.5. I'm like, I think he could go over that, but I think he could also get 6 receptions. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know exactly what you mean, because that's what happens. Because it's not super low, right? Like, there's no way
right.
he's going to get at least 5, but exactly what is it? Nothing's a foregone conclusion. But like, is he absolutely going to get 7 receptions for sure? Not for sure.
Not for sure. Like, I don't know if 53. I mean, the thing is, he has not even been. Let's see. I mean, he's only gone over 53 yards twice this year rushing.
Yeah. Now, it does make sense because A, Mac Jones instead of Brock Purdy. B, the receivers are all hurt. But game script is what's going to determine things. But we'll see what happens. Gravity. 2, and a flex. Scott Gibbs, Bucky, Kamara, DeMarcado, Tucker, Sharps, Pickens, Luke McCaffrey, Wan'Dale Robinson.
All right. Well, if Bucky plays, you're going Gibbs and Bucky. If not, I guess I go Kamara over Charbonnet barely. I'm definitely going Pickens and I'm going Pickens and Luke McCaffrey, I guess, at wide receiver.
Yeah.
Carry out.
Have great options.
And then again, so I'll say if Bucky plays, you can flex Kamara. If Bucky doesn't play, flex Charbonnet.
It makes sense. Okay. And then we got Kasai 420. No PPR here. Puka and Sutton, Bucky and Henry, flexing Scattaboo. Judkins on the bench. You can't have Judkins on the bench.
No. Look, if
Kyron
Bucky is, I would put Judkins over Scattaboo. I mean, Kyron? I think I would still go Judkins over Kyron tonight. But look, Bucky might miss. So I'm gonna put Kyron in tonight. And then if Bucky's out, I'm gonna put Judkins in. I might put Judkins in over Bucky anyways, honestly. Dealing with an injury. Yeah, I might just go Kyron, Judkins, Henry.
Henry is not in the doghouse. He was never in the doghouse. He just
not in the doghouse.
He didn't get run last week because they got blown out, right? The Ravens were losing. There's no point to throw Derrick Henry out there. He'll be fine. I agree. I'm putting Kyron over Bucky right now before tonight because you need to at running back, not at flex. Put Kyron at running back and
Right.
flex Judkins. Like I'm going to start Judkins. We both love Judkins this week. I'm going to start Judkins anyways. Okay, and then just real quick, Taz saying what's shaking, appreciate, and thank you. Glad to have you here, even if you are a Bills fan. And then Cali Kid, Diggs or Kamara?
Thinking PPR, I got to go Diggs.
Yes, I like Diggs this week. Don't know why. Marvin Lewis, the coach? No. Standard League. Doesn't look like the coach. 2 flex spots, start 2. Io Manor, Harvey, Rachaad White, Demercado.
Well, assuming Bucky's out, Rachaad White would be my number 1 choice. I think Harvey's going to be my number 2 choice, and then I'll probably just take a chance on Demercado, maybe catching a touchdown or something as my number 3.
Yeah, start 2. This, yeah. Let's hope. Well, I don't hope Bucky is out, but hopefully if Bucky is out, so you can know whether you want to start Rachaad White. Louis Trejo. Trade London and Igbuka for Chase and Rice.
Man, I don't.
This one's interesting.
It is. It is. I don't know if I'm doing this because I don't know if I feel good enough about Jamar Chase. I mean, it feels very fair, and I do think Igbuka is a good sell high right now, right? Because Godwin only going to get more involved. Evans going to be back. He honestly has not been as good as people think he's been, but maybe it's just his year. I don't know. Maybe it's just one of those years where he's going to score almost every week and somehow. I don't know. I feel like London's probably the player I want the most in this deal, so I think I'm just going to keep the London Igbuka side, or I'm going to take the London Igbuka side.
The thing is, if you do this, you still don't have Rice for another 2 weeks. Chase, we just don't know, right? We don't know what we're going to get.
I have a pretty good idea of what we're going to get.
You have a good idea, I think, of what we're not going to get is last year's Jamar Chase. We're not going to get the number 1 player in fantasy.
No.
He says Ladd is his wide receiver 3. I don't know. I feel like you're going to be struggling then at receiver for the next couple of weeks if you do this.
Yeah.
So I don't think so. Just taking on risk. I don't like taking on risk if you don't need to. Andres Gregorio needs to start 2. 1 flex and 1 running back. Godwin, Io Manor, Justice Hill, Demercado, or Michael Carter.
I'm going to go Michael Carter, running back. I think I'm going to flex Godwin.
Yeah. I don't start Justice Hill. Don't get me started on that. Johnny 22 Bear, welcome back. Chase Brown, Kendra Miller, I guess Jamar Chase, Wan'Dale Robinson. This is flex options. Okay, we can't be that low on Jamar Chase.
No, I got to start Jamar Chase here over these guys.
Yeah. All right, John Wickering. Start 2, and then 1 flex. JT, Genty, Scatterbo, White.
Well, I think you got to start JT. I think Genty's still the guy you got to start. And then I'll say it comes down to Bucky. If Bucky's out, I go Rachaad White. Otherwise, Scatterbo.
Yeah, JT and Genty are kind of no doubts. Santiago now with another question. Pick one to flex. Mason, Godwin, Olave, Slayton, or Demercado?
Still going Olave, assuming PPR.
Yeah, like Olave in this group. Alex Soberone, give Mike Evans and Juwan Johnson to get Trey McBride. Too much?
Yeah, it's too much. I mean, McBride hasn't even been that great this year, right? I mean,
right.
Like he's been good by tight end standard. This is what we always say. This is what we said all offseason.
Right.
There's a difference between a top 1 or 2 or 3 tight end and a top 10 wide receiver, a top 10 running back. Like, you know what I mean? Like a really good tight end is like a better, like an RB2 or a wide receiver 2. Like, yeah, Trey McBride's been worth like a wide receiver 2 or a running back 2, but he hasn't been worth like an RB1, a wide receiver 1. I'm fine just rolling with Juwan here and just getting Evans back, hopefully next week or the week after.
McBride, like you said, he might kind of by default wind up as a tight end 1 because Bowers hasn't been it. Nobody else has been dominant at tight end. But is he really giving you that big an advantage at tight ends? Like, is he putting up like a monster season? Not really.
He's only gone over 13 PPR points once, and that's what the week he randomly scored a touchdown, which he hardly ever does.
Yeah, which he hardly ever does. Exactly.
Like, that's just a flex. That's honestly just a flex.
Yeah.
That's why I cannot wait for people to argue with me about drafting early tight end next year, because it's every year. It's like one of those mistakes. It's like one of those things people do every year that hardly ever works out. Yep. Unless it's a Kelsey, right? Okay, that was the exception, the Kelsey. But those guys don't come around very often.
Right. Sometimes there's a guy like Gronk in his prime, you know, Antonio Gates for us old timers. Jordan Olson is going to name his team the Radioactive Rookies. That sounds like a good one. Yeah, look at that. You got Genty, Judkins, Woody, T-Mac. You should be happy with that.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I like that. Feel the vibe. What's up? Got Herbert, Walker, Sutton, Keenan, Henry, and Cook. On the bench is, unfortunately, Lamar Jackson, Terry McLaurin, Hawk, Evans, Golden, Addison. Yeah, there's not much you can do here.
Yeah, but I mean, at least you got Herbert to replace Lamar. Looks like you only you got, is that Hunter Henry as tight end and then James Cook at the flex? Like, you only need to start one running back?
Well, yeah, that's weird. I see Walker, Cook.
Interesting.
Well, unless there's somebody missing.
Like, Evans should be back soon. Hopefully Terry's not out much longer. You're fine here. You're fine.
Yeah. No problem here. What's up, Benny? Benny Black is back. No Dunze or London, so we need 2 receivers, 2 running backs, and a flex. K9, Mason, Sharps, Trevion, Harvey, Slayton, Kirk, Luke McCaffrey, perhaps Calvin Ridley, but perhaps not. Demarcus Robinson, Jalen Tolbert are on waivers.
All right, 2 wide receivers. I guess Luke McCaffrey and Darius Slayton.
Yeah.
2 running backs. I don't think I want to play. I'll go K9 and Mason. Am I playing both Seahawks running backs?
I would prefer to diversify at least. I don't like Mason at all this week, but I'd rather just take a chance on Mason than Charbonnet.
Well, we need 2 running backs. So yeah, Mason's got to be RB2.
I would do K9 and Mason.
Yeah, and then we need a flex. Who's our flex? Like, are you going to flex Travion Henderson or RJ Harvey over Charbonnet just to diversify? I want the guy I think he's going to score the most points. I think that's Charbonnet. I don't
know. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Maybe Kirk because it gets the Ravens.
Oh, man.
Maybe.
I mean, that's the only thing. You're just hoping that because it's the Ravens, right? This guy's done nothing. I think I'd rather play Jaden Higgins and hope he has a long touchdown again.
You could do that. I'm sure he's on waivers. Tolbert. No. Tolbert. Yeah, I guess. All right. Go Charbonnet. I think we did this. This looks okay. This is Santiago again. I don't know if this is the same thing. Olave, Mason, Slayton, or DeMarcado. I think we said Olave here, yeah.
Yeah, even in half PPR, I'm going Olave here with these guys.
We got another one from Johnny. QB time. Dart Stroud. I guess Rattler. Just Rat. To Darnold Smith.
Again, I'm going Darnold here. I feel pretty good about Darnold this week. over these guys.
Yeah. Mary Jo, welcome back. Has Chuba in the lineup. Rico is available. Do you go Rico, assuming he plays, or just go with Woody Marks? I would just go with Woody Marks here and not worry about it.
Yeah, I'd probably go with Woody Marks.
Because then
No,
exactly.
don't drop.
Yeah.
Don't drop Woody Marks to pick up Rico. He's like a 1, maybe 2 week rental. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Exactly. That cinches it. Like I would go Woody Marks anyways this week, but yeah. Joel Martinez needs 2 running backs, 2 receivers, 2 flex. Brees, Chuba, Harvey, Zay, Pearsall, Ted Pittman, Io Manor, Goddard.
What is this? He changed Chuba Harrison for. Oh, it's
Yeah,
a
that's
trade.
like a
Okay.
trade question. I think
All
because he had a trade question yesterday. So it was Chuba Harrison. Well, I guess this is what happened. He said he took it. Chuba Harrison for Walker and Ted.
Well, we'll see if hopefully Chuba's not badly hurt. Could end up regretting it. I mean, if Chuba plays, you're going to go Brees Chuba. Otherwise, Brees Harvey. You can't. I mean, I think I go Tet Pittman if Pittman plays because man, how good could you feel about Zay Flowers with Cooper Rush? So Tet Pittman. We need 2 flexes though. I mean, you might not even have a choice here, right? Like if Chuba's out, Pearsall's already out. If Pittman's out, your lineup is basically set. Your lineup might be set for you, but you probably still have to flex Zay Flowers and maybe Goddard. I don't know. I might just go Goddard against the Broncos. Maybe he could score. Honestly,
it's true. He could. The last part here, team 2. This is, I think, a follow up from yesterday. Do not remember though. He says he's willing to do Pittman / Nico.
Wait, somebody's willing to give you Nico for Pittman? If that's the case, take that. Take Nico.
Yeah. If that's what it is, if you're getting Nico just for Pittman, take Nico. Yeah, and sorry, Joe, I know you were in here yesterday, but can't remember. We get hundreds of questions, so gotta make sure we understand what's going on there. We got C. Lewis again. Michael Carter over Cooper Kupp? Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Anybody over Cooper Kupp at this point?
I don't know about anybody, but yeah, most people. A lot of people over Cooper Kupp right now.
Most people. Maybe Bam Knight is too far.
Yes.
Cody, now, would you do Rachaad White or Rico Dowdle over Jordan Mason?
Yeah. If honestly, I think if Chuba and or Bucky are out, I would do both over him, but I would prefer Rachaad White.
Right. This depends, who's playing, who's not. Sammy, Dart or Nix?
I'm gonna go Dart. Again, Nix on the road in Philly. Not good.
Yeah. Dart got that rushing upside at least. Okay, let's see who's next. It's going to be, make sure I don't miss anything. Lexdad. Needs a running back and a flex. Walker, Monty, Mason, DeMarcado, Wandale.
I think Monty's going to be my running back and Walker is going to be my flex.
And then this is a different team. It needs 3. So Judkins, Woody Marks, Mason. Is that Chase Brown?
Yeah, Chase Brown, RJ Harvey.
Harvey. So 3.
I'm going the first 3 here. I know Jordan Mason gets the Browns, but he's still the guy. He's going to get the bulk of the touches. Could score. I'm going the first 3.
Yeah, the first 3 definitely Judkins. He's got to be in there. All right, Hambone, you got me, dudes. Woody or Godwin in half?
Woody Marks.
Woody it is. Cedric Hogan. Kendre Miller or RJ Harvey?
Oh, man. I might. Does it say if it's PPR or not? Doesn't say.
Nope.
I have them both as flexes. I mean, Kendrick does have a great matchup. That Bills run defense is terrible, but what if he doesn't? What if it's like if he doesn't get more involved? Harvey, but I guess you could say the same thing about Harvey, right? He got more involved last week, but what if that was just because it was the Bengals and they didn't need to do anything? But Harvey catches passes. I don't know. I have them both as flexes. I think I'll take a chance on Harvey for the pass catching. But I don't feel strongly about it, to be honest.
Yeah, it's what you're saying. This kind of comes down to, as the number 2 running back for their teams, what's the game script going to be? Are they going to get touches? I think the Saints against the Giants, you feel like that's going to be a close game just because both teams are bad. So maybe they do give Kendrick Miller a decent amount of run. RJ Harvey, I don't know. I think you said that they might be depending on him as a pass catcher, but are they going to depend on him as a pass catcher in that really tough matchup? So, yeah, this is close, not in a great way. I might go Kendra and hope he gets more run. I like Harvey still better long term, but all right.
Yeah,
now
I said they're playing the Bills' terrible run defense as the Giants, but they probably have a worse run defense. So,
yeah, that was last week. Was the Bills?
Yeah.
Texas Pete, what's this up? Needs help. Prescott, Gibbs, Taylor, Sutton, Ayo, Waller, and DeMarcus Robinson. Here we go. Corum, Ridley, Ingram, Pearsall, Evans, Brashard Smith got offered the King and Devonta Smith, and I guess Juwan Jennings for Taylor and
Josh Jacobs and Jamar Chase.
And there's a lot more that Debo, Sharp, Jacoby. Okay, this is a lot of players. Are we getting all of this?
What? Wait, so is this trade Derrick Henry, Devonta Smith, and Juwan Jennings or Johnson? Does it even matter? For JT, Josh Jacobs, whichever Chase that is, Debo, Charbonnet, and Jacoby. I mean, look, Derrick Henry, Devonta Smith, and Juwan Johnson or Juwan Jennings, let's just say. For JT and Josh Jacobs, I'm just taking JT and Josh Jacobs. I'm just taking JT and Josh Jacobs. So I don't even care who the other players after Josh Jacobs are. Like, I don't even care. Give me JT and Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, he has got Taylor. I don't see, I guess, because Jacobs is on bye this week, right? That's why he's like, okay, he has the Taylor side. So someone's like, hey, I'll give you these 3 players for half your team and give me Taylor and Jacobs. And like, no, don't do this. No, this is a hard no.
Taylor and Jacobs. Yeah, hard no.
I think it looks like his lineup's pretty much set because you can't start.
Oh, well, then here he says second offer for Gibbs. So I guess these are 2 offers. So, okay. So I guess the first offer is Derrick Henry, Devonta Smith, and one of the Jawans. I guess that's Jennings because of the way it's spelled.
Right.
For JT and Jacobs, don't do that. So is the second offer Chase, Debo, Charbonnet, and Jacoby for Gibbs? Nah, this is like, hey, here's my 4 not so bad guys for your absolute stud. Don't take that.
No, I love the King, but don't. You're giving up JT. You're giving up Gibbs. You're giving up. Nope.
Yeah, don't do this.
Hard no. Saab 92 flex. One of these guys.
Well, I will say if Chuba's out, I think Dowdle will be my number 1. If Chuba plays, I don't know. I probably still got to go Chase Brown here. I mean, at least he catches some passes. He's getting volume. He could score. So Dowdle or Chase Brown for me.
Yeah, I would do the same if Hubbard doesn't play. Go Dowdle. Cali Kid. Murray. Dimes. Stafford. Geno Darnold Tua. 1.
I think I'm going Kyler. Against the lowly Titans.
I don't want to go Kyler, but I will because it's the Titans. I like Dimes this week, but yeah, I guess Kyler should be ahead of him. Although, didn't we have this yesterday? I think I said Danny Dimes.
You did.
I did say Danny Dimes. All right, I'll stick to my guns. I'll go Daniel Jones. If you want to go Kyler, that's fine. Sean Howard. Harvey Henderson or Michael Carter?
My gut is kind of saying Michael Carter here. Like, I feel like Michael Carter might get the most run. Can I really put Michael Carter in over Trey? I don't know. Trayvon Henderson at least has that big play ability. I mean, but does he? I haven't really seen it.
Hypothetically, yes. He does. He just hasn't been used enough for us to find out. But is that going to change? Probably not this week.
Yeah, I might just go Michael Carter here. I don't know. I feel like he's going to be the lead back for whatever that's worth.
Yeah, I hate to get into this, the Cardinals backfield. Only because it's the Titans. Only because it's the Titans. Would I say, okay, fine. Michael Carter will get run. He'll have opportunity. Only this week. I'll tell you what. If hypothetically Michael Carter has like 80 yards and a touchdown, I am flipping him so fast. I'm flipping him faster than a pancake on a Waffle House griddle.
What?
I don't know. But I'm flipping him. That's my point. Andy, let's help Andy out real quick. Is Lamar owner going to be without him until after the bye, supposedly? If you got Bryce Young, are you trying to trade for a QB?
I mean, probably, but don't get fleeced. But I don't know. I don't know if I really want to roll out Bryce Young.
Well, I'd be okay rolling out Bryce Young this week because it's the Dolphins. So I think you should be okay. But, Andy, this also comes down to who's on the waiver wire. Could you pick up a guy like a Darnold and be okay? You know, it depends. But, yeah, don't – Lamar's going to come back, right? He'll be back in a couple of weeks. So, I think –
yeah, if there are decent quarterbacks on the waiver wire, drop Bryce Young and pick him up and don't make a trade.
Yeah, you should be okay with Bryce Young. Phil. Got Dimes, got the King, got Walker, Jason, T-Mac, Johnson, yeah, Adams – this is a different league. Okay. He traded Kelsey for Kittle. Yeah, that is a big win.
That is a big win.
Any changes here?
I don't think so. I mean, Evans, Pearsall are out. I can't start Kendry over those guys. No, you're good.
No changes. You're good. Gavin, Barlow, Woody Marks, Rachaad White, or Jakobi Meyers?
Well, I'm going to rank them Rachaad White if Bucky Irving's out, Woody Marks, Jakobi Meyers. So I guess it's going to either be Rachaad White or Woody Marks.
Right. And this depends on whether it's PPR to some extent. But, yeah, I like Woody Marks this week. Wayne is 0-4. Team name is now officially Dumpster Fire. All right. Let's see if it really is. Needs two receivers in the flex. Got BTJ. Okay.
Yep.
Got Harrison, got Myers, got Rachaad White, Demercado, or Stevenson. We need three of those guys.
I'm going to go Harrison, BTJ, Jakobi. I have them both as flexes. Actually, I have Jakobi as a strong flex. BTJ is just a flex, so I guess Jakobi. Man, BTJ on the bench. In one flex. Actually, the player I might feel the best about here is Rachaad White if Bucky Irving's out, honestly. So Rachaad White, if Bucky's out with Harrison and Jakobi. I guess if Bucky plays, you're playing those three wide receivers. I didn't see that.
Yeah, there you go. As far as Browns versus Bills, I'm taking the Browns against Carson Wentz. Yeah.
Take the Browns.
All right. What is up, Royland? Yeah, we're getting there. Let's go. Absolutely. Good reminder right now. If you just jumped on here, anyone watching who for some reason has not at one point or the other hit the subscribe button right now, go ahead and do it. Just takes half a second. Click subscribe. Gets us closer to 100K.
I mean,
okay, go ahead.
No, it's kind of crazy how like the 101 almost does seem to be cursed, right? Like somehow, some way, the 101 finds a way to disappoint. Like, so look, when Puka's the 101 next year,
Yeah.
Just
They're
remember.
already putting it on him. Yeah. Well, how did it become not the Madden curse, but now it's the 1-1 curse? Just switched,
Because the 101
shifted.
just never pays off lately.
The curse was like they found me out. Like they realized it's the Madden cover. I gotta shift and move so they don't discover me. And now it's gonna be something else. That's how curses work. All right. Thank you, Roland, though. Appreciate that. We do want to make sure we're trying to help you guys out. So if you help us out, then we appreciate that. Get the sub. Speaking of help, I feel like this is also a good time. Should we do another draft lane question?
Let's do it. Yes.
We got a little bit of time here. Got about an hour, a little more than an hour until kickoff for Thursday night, which is week 5.
A little less than an hour. I know you're not used to this time zone. You got a little less than an hour.
4:23. That's 6. Okay.
The game starts at 5:15. So.
Okay. So a little less than an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you do that? How are you like?
No, I don't understand how East Coasters do it. How can you? The game ends. It's like 8:30. It's like cool. I can go home. I can like the East Coasters. The game ends. It's like I'm already asleep by the time the game ends. I don't know how the East Coasters do it.
Yeah, it's like 11. Like that's normal. Anyway,
they do it.
Let's see what we got here. We have.
I know those
questions.
top 2 are like trade questions.
Okay, you want to do start sit?
Sure. Just in case they have players for tonight.
Go back and forth, putting Dobbins versus Sutton as a flex. That's too many Broncos. Oh, okay. Well, let's see if you really do have too many Broncos. Which, by the way, this user is on Yahoo. If you're on Yahoo or Sleeper, it syncs with DraftLane. We can see your team. All right, you do have Bo Nix. Got Jacoby, Devontae, Adams, Henry, Etienne, Brenton Strange, QJ, Sutton, Dobbins. We're not putting Tua over Nix, are we? I don't think so.
No, I can't do that.
I
got Troy Franklin on the bench too.
Yeah, you definitely have too many Broncos here. Okay, I'm not starting Cam Coleman. Drake London's on bye. I guess that's the only decision, unless you really want to start Troy Franklin. But which Bronco are we flexing?
I'm wondering if I would go. I think I got to go. Is it full? It said full PPR, right?
Yeah, full PPR.
Yeah, I think I got to go Sutton over Dobbins. I'm kind of debating. I'm kind of debating Sutton over Jacoby and then Dobbins over Jacoby, but maybe not in full PPR. Maybe not.
I like Jacoby enough this week. I would stick him in there. You could debate Mark Andrews versus Brenton Strange. Is that worth debating?
I don't know. With Cooper Rush, I might just go
Cooper Rush. Oh yeah, good point. All right, let's stick with Sutton in full PPR. Agree. You have way too many Broncos. There we go. So that's how it works, guys. Anytime, any day. Get in the DraftLane app, ask your questions. Remember, you go to the settings wheel. There's a little section here for promo code. You use code ENDGAME, and you get 10 free credits. Those users have done it, right, with points. That means it's absolutely risk-free. So ask your questions anytime. All right. But since we have 49 minutes until kickoff, let's get back to the Super Chats. This one is Kiyozoku Oni. Wide receivers available: Shakir Worthy, Judkins Walker. Wait, I don't know why it says available. Starting are Shakir Worthy, Judkins Walker. Needs a flex between Carter, Sharps, Harvey, Franklin.
All right. So you're starting Broncos. Shakir Worthy, Judkins Walker. You need a flex between these guys. I might. I mean, it's either Charbonnet or Michael Carter. I guess if you want to diversify, I can go Michael Carter here because I do feel like he could be the lead back. But I'm also okay just playing Walker and Sharps. I mean, between the two of them, one of them should score at least.
Why are there so many Broncos everywhere this week? Franklin, and You know what, I keep saying I don't want to do it, but with these choices, I'm like, you know what, maybe just take a shot on the upside. Just roll Michael Carter out there and see if he does something because it's the Titans. I think maybe I would. That or Troy Franklin. Mike, Bijan's on bye. Bucky is hurt, but got Rachaad White. Very nice. But somehow it's a Michael Carter question. Stevenson or Michael Carter?
So I guess you're either starting Bucky or Rachaad White as your RB1, and then two of these. I probably just go Michael Carter again. Like,
yeah,
it's not enough here for Stevenson.
Just taking a chance on the upside, right?
Yep.
Only because it's the Titans. It's the only reason. All right, Mr. Bleach, welcome back. Should I trade Nico for Javonte Williams? I don't think so.
I don't think so. No.
What about Scadaboo and Evans?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't feel like that's enough. I guess he's worried because he's got Chase Brown. Okay, understandable. I don't feel like that's enough. You have to have Nico over Javonte Williams. As good as Javonte's been, right? You still rather have Nico.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, well, how about this? Debo or Pickens for K9. I could flip Debo for K9.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. If I can flip Debo for K9, I'll do that.
All right. Don't trade Nico. Debo for K9, do it. Next is Juice. What is up, Juice? Here's a 14-teamer. Dak, Achane, Pollard, D-Rob, Slayton, Juwan, and Ladd. And then the bench. You have been busy on the waiver wire, my friend. You have Brashard Smith, Malik Washington, and Theo Johnson.
Yeah, if it's me, I'm putting Malik Washington in over Demarcus Robinson. But I mean, this is Demarcus Robinson revenge game, so maybe he does something.
I feel like I've been way too optimistic about Demarcus Robinson over the past 2 years. I think it's time to take a step back. It's not happening. I'll go Malik Washington here. Money Mitch. Flex 2, Addison, Kirk, Sharbs.
And I'm not flexing Christian Kirk even against the Ravens. I'll just go Addison and Charbonnet and cross my fingers, pray to the fantasy god, light some candles.
He gets goal line touches, so there's that. And then the final question here, kind of hard to answer. Will I be okay?
Well, I mean, you don't have Rice for 2 more games. Hopefully Evans next week, but it might be week 7 for Evans too. No Jacobs this week.
Yeah.
I mean, Money Mitch, I don't know. Let's light some candles, Money Mitch.
This week you may not be too okay, like without Jacobs and Henry without Lamar and but in the long term you will be okay. Brado Blends. Wow. They're trading Buka for London.
Yeah, give me London. Give me Drake London.
Give me London. You can still pull this off. I think this is worth doing. Yeah, take London. Michael McIntosh. Thinking of selling Genty. Either Genty for either AJ Brown or Debo. No.
My thoughts are there's no way I'm doing that.
Why? I mean, look, you want to try to buy low on AJ Brown, fine. That's not buying low. I have Hampton, Harvey, Wilson, Sutton, Godwin, Io Manor. Look, no. I don't know why you want to sell Genty. I would keep Genty. Is there any?
I mean, like if you're like, I want to sell high on Genty coming out that big game, that's fine. But AJ Brown or Debo, like, I think we can do better.
I'm not selling Genty, first of all. Second of all, you can buy AJ Brown. But I'm like, I mean, maybe what could you do? Like, say Sutton for AJ Brown straight up. But then, are you sure you want that?
Yeah, I don't even know if I want that, honestly.
Yeah. Here's another one. Meant to say either Genty or Judkins.
And I meant to say neither Genty or Judkins. No.
Yeah. Judkins for A.J. Brown. And some people are like, what? Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you take A.J. Brown?
Is that like, was that a rhetorical question, or am I supposed to answer that?
No, that's up to you. Brandon McKell. Okay, no to the Chase trade. Right. So let's do the lineup here. Start 2 running backs, a flex, and a wide receiver. Kyron, Hampton, Sutton, Judkins, Igbuka, Harrison, Mason, Ted.
Wow. I think you got to go Kyron Hampton at running back. Or actually, you got to go Judkins Hampton at running back. Sutton, Igbuka. Wait, how many wide receiver? 1 wide receiver? Oh my goodness. You know, you have such good players here. Even though I like Sutton, I might just bench Sutton this week and not risk it against the Eagles. So let's go Igbuka, wide receiver, and then Kyron. Well, don't flex Kyron. So put like Judkins or Hampton in the flex. So Kyron, Hampton, Judkins, Igbuka, wide receiver. Man, you got a lot of good choices this week.
Yeah. Yeah, you got good players. You don't need that bum Jamar Chase. Michael McCann is Standard League. Olave or McConkey?
Man.
McConkey's been scoring touchdowns.
Lad McConkey has not scored any touchdowns. You think he's thinking of McCaffrey?
Oh, I'm thinking of Luke McCaffrey.
Olave actually did score a touchdown last week, but are they going to do that again?
Olave gets the Giants, right? That's not bad.
Yeah. I mean, Lad, they get the who? They get the Commanders this week. I might take a chance on Lad here.
Optimistic. Probably going to stick with Olave. At least he's getting more targets. Well, that's not true. McConkey's getting targets. He's just not doing anything with them. But I don't know. I was optimistic about Lad last week and didn't pay off. We'll see. Parallel Earth. What that is that like
it's like a Frankenstein? I think it's like Frankenstein Homer holding a brain.
That's what it looks like. Okay, I just want to confirm I'm not seeing things. Drake May or Sam Darnold?
Good question. Let me look. I have Sam Darnold ahead of Drake May this week.
Yeah, I like Sam Darnold this week. Darnold here. Rodney Woods. What's up, Rodney? Okay. Any changes? Got Henry Mason, QJ Sutton, Garrett Wilson, Strange, flexing Godwin and Genty on the bench. Browns, McCaffrey. No, you have way too many Browns.
Yeah. Almost wondering if I put Genty in over. I can't put Luke McCaffrey over Jordan Mason. No, scratch that. You're good. Yeah.
No changes here. Don't want to start any of those Browns. And basically all you got left is Luke McCaffrey. So you're good. And then Manuel Roman. Is Harvey a good option or someone from waiver wire better? Got McLaurin, Jennings, Swift, Golden, Dobbs, and Rice out. Okay, Harvey compared to, well, it depends.
Well,
like Rico Dowdle would be better if he plays and if Chuba doesn't play.
I'd probably put Michael Carter over Harvey if he's still out there. If somehow Rachaad White is still out there. The problem is, Manuel, it's Thursday. A lot of those guys have already been picked up.
Yeah, and probably not hyper competitive leagues, people aren't scrambling to pick up. I think some people might like DeMarcado because he actually played last week and like they've heard he's the next guy up. Michael Carter probably hasn't been picked up too many places,
True.
Rico Dowdle is probably available because Chuba Hubbard hasn't been ruled out. Now, if Chuba gets ruled out, then you might not be able to get Rico Dowdle. So it might not be a bad idea to stash him. But then it depends if you have to drop somebody. Paul G. Okay, so if Chuba's out, Rico over K9?
I don't think I can go that far. Can I? I don't think so.
Maybe. No, probably not. I mean, it's not a great matchup for Walker. I'm going
True.
to say that. Maybe. Yeah, maybe I would go Rico. Maybe. Ask again on Sunday. Zach Mudd, have Bryce Young with Purdy and Love both out. I mean,
Is
what
it a
else?
good idea? I mean, define good. Like, it could be worse, I guess.
It's better than Mac Jones.
Yes.
By the way, it's reminding all these Panthers talk. Where's the Rico guy? Rico guy, this is like his week. He should be out here.
Right? Maybe he'll make an appearance this weekend.
I would hope so. Yuya Oda, welcome back. Standard League. Okay, we got Hurts, Debo, QJ, Gibbs, JT, Hunter Henry, flexing J.K. Dobbins, Woody Marks on the bench, Monty on the bench. Got it.
Ooh, Monty on the bench. But you got Gibbs, JT. I'm putting Monty in over J.K. Dobbins. Monty gets the Bengals this week.
Yeah.
Monty over Dobbins. Debo, QJ. Yeah, I think Debo, QJ is fine. I think everything else looks good. Just Monty over JK.
Yeah. And look, you can make a case for Woody Marks too, but still go Monty over Marks. And everything else is good. It's been too long since we had a Rico Dalla question. So here, welcome, Brother Pickle. If Chuba's out, Rico or Hollywood?
Yeah, I'll go Rico here.
Yeah, definitely Rico here. Drake May or Justin Herbert?
Got to go Herbert at home against Commanders. This is a get right spot after last week.
Yeah, definitely go Herbert here. Michael with another Michael McIntosh got the super sticker. Unless there's something different, I'll put this up. He believes in Dylan Gabriel.
Well, I hope you're right because he's got to be our savior in my 14-team Superflex league where we lost Joe Burrow and we never really had Cam Ward.
Yeah, he can't be worse than Jake Browning. I don't think.
Cam Ward has gotten us less than 5 points combined the last 2 weeks. That doesn't even seem possible.
It can't be that much longer until they can Ryan Callahan, right? Like he
yeah.
It can't be much longer.
Got to do something. They got to do something.
All right, we have Cyron Jag. Henry or Goddard at tight end?
I'm still going to go Hunter Henry.
Henry or Goddard. I mean, you're hoping for a touchdown either way, but the matchup is much better for Henry. Nemesis for two flexes: Henderson, Devonta Smith. On the bench is Godwin, Smith, Godwin, Henderson. Okay, that's a lot of
yeah.
That's a really long way to just ask
Smith.
which two.
Yeah, I go Smith and Godwin. We need to see Henderson actually get more involved. A lot of people thought last week that was going to be it because of the fumbles, even though Mike Vrabel literally came out and said it's not going to happen. People still fell for it. And look, at least he scored for you. So at least it wasn't a complete loss. But yeah, until Henderson's getting more run, we can't start him really.
Yeah, exactly. Again, assuming this is any sort of PPR, but even if it isn't, I mean, Henderson's not too startable. J-Dog needs RB help. No, you don't. You have Saquon, JT, Judkins, Demarcado.
What do you mean you need running back help? I mean, you start. If you're asking who to start, you're starting Saquon and JT.
And if you can flex Judkins, flex Judkins. I don't know how you.
Yes.
Hopefully, start Judkins. Victor Figueroa, Myers or Godwin?
Oh, I think I have Jacoby. Yeah, I have Jacoby ahead of Godwin. Jacoby.
Yeah, Jacoby good enough this week. Joe DePaulo. Okay. You got Lamb and Debo on the bench. McConkey, right, over Malik Washington. Yeah, I think so. Would you drop Washington? What? So did
Wait, what?
am I interpreting this right? Somebody dropped Lad McConkey, and you were like, "Do I pick him up?"
Yeah, or is that Luke McCaffrey? Now, look, we got multiple
Luke
Jay
McCaffrey.
Williamses. Now we got multiple LMCs.
LMC. Because I just did that. I saw McConkey and my brain said McCaffrey, and I'm like, the guy who's actually scoring points, Luke McCaffrey.
If that's McConkey, yes, come on, you got to pick him up. You got to pick him up. If it's Luke McCaffrey, I don't know.
Oh, look, Terry's out. McCaffrey's scoring touchdowns. JD's back. I would go McCaffrey over Washington this week still, yeah. But it says you got Debo on the bench. Like, when you start Debo? I mean, I hope you're starting Debo.
Yeah, I would definitely start Debo over Luke McCaffrey or Malik Washington. Probably even over Lab. I would start him over Lab McConkey too.
Yeah, at this point. We have caught in 4K. Pollard, Herbert, for Kyron.
I mean, if you're getting Kyron, I think you got to take this. Like,
yeah.
Just go stream QB, or maybe even have a QB on your bench. I don't know.
Yeah, that's still worth it. If you're getting Kyron, do it. We have Easy Vanya. Dermocado, Marks, Pittman, Myers. We're going to rank these in PPR.
Okay, assuming everybody plays, I'm going to go Pittman, Marks, Myers, Demercado.
Yep. That's exactly what I was thinking. So let's hope Pittman plays. JSC, what's up? Is there a world where Purdy is droppable?
Yeah, for sure. No, for sure. If you're in a 1 QB league, I'm like, if I have Brock Purdy in a 1 QB league, and let's say guys like Sam Darnold, Drake May, whoever like that are out there that I'm just going to start at quarterback this week, I'm fine dropping Purdy for those guys. No problem. No problem.
Yeah, this is not like, I'll just say I think he gets a little bit too much credit, and people are a little too high on Brock Purdy. He's a good quarterback in a good system. He's not a great quarterback. He doesn't run a lot. He's not an elite fantasy quarterback. He's one of those guys that always, when we had our drafts, right, you're like, okay, I'm going to wait on quarterback, and I'll just wait till round 12, and I'll just take Brock Purdy, right? Like, he's fine. Like, I don't have to worry about him, but I know he's not winning my league single-handedly. Like, he's not going to be the breakout quarterback of 2025. Yeah, of course he's droppable. Mac P, a couple of questions. All right. Well, let's find those couple of questions. 4-0. Very nice. Okay. I see Jefferson. They would receive Jefferson and Warren. I don't know which Warren. I get Josh Allen and Rashee Rice.
I mean, only if your QB is absolutely horrendous here. Which I'm guessing your QB is not horrendous because you're 4-0.
That's a good point. Well, look, maybe this is that league. He says, should I start Stroud or Nix? It's probably got those guys.
Well, I go Stroud this week, but don't drop Nix. But
I don't think I like it. I want Jefferson.
Yeah, I want Jefferson.
Like, Nix has not been great, right? But he's putting up some fantasy points. Like, he's had some decent outputs.
Exactly. Nix is fine.
Yeah, I think I want Jefferson. All right. How about this one? Team minus kicker and defense. Okay, it is Nixon, Stroud, JT, Chase Brown. It's Jalen Warren. I think you can just drop Nixon and Algier at this point. Evans, Godwin, Pittman, Odunze, Ayuk. Yeah, you have good players here. I just don't want to go from Jefferson to Rice. There's no way that's an upgrade.
Right.
I don't think you need Josh Allen here.
I'm really impressed you're 4-0. I mean, Evans hurt. Chase Brown's been awful.
Now, well, actually, you know what? Since you mentioned that, if you could get, let me see, what was it again? Oh, no, that's not the one. Like Jefferson and Warren, still don't want to give up Jefferson, but like instead of Josh Allen, you got a really good running back. That would help your team. Like I maybe would consider it, but of course it depends who the running back is. All right, what's up, Anthony?
What's up?
Great. Cortland Sutton for Chase Brown.
Give me Sutton by a mile. Not
Yes.
even close. Not even close.
Easily Sutton. All right, flex. Your favorite, Christian Kirk, or your other favorite, Amari Demercado?
I'd probably just take a chance on Demercado.
Yeah. And then I kind of saw him mention this in the chat the other day. Do I have a problem? That's a way loaded question, but trying fantasy hockey. Look, I'll just say this. Have you played fantasy hockey?
I did fantasy hockey on FanDuel back in the day, and I was like, this is ridiculous, and I stopped.
I played fantasy hockey for a long time. Honestly, true story. I played fantasy football, back in high school is when I started, and I started fantasy hockey right after that. I played fantasy hockey way before I even played fantasy baseball. I played fantasy hockey for like 20 years, and I always had fun with it. I just don't play hockey anymore because I honestly just don't know any players. I just can't keep up with NHL anymore. But when I used to know all the players, and I used to play the NHL on the Genesis, and I knew all the players. So I love fantasy hockey. I just don't have time for it anymore. But it's great. You may have a problem though. No. Jeb, Derrick Henry and Pittman, or Genty, Kittle, Pearsall?
Is this a trade question?
Must be.
Well, we did just get, so Ian Rappaport apparently just said, George Kittle, Juwan Jennings, Ricky Pearsall could all return in week 6, although Brandon Ayuk remains weeks away from returning. No surprise there. Oh, man. I might take the Genty, Kittle, Pearsall side.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Look, Pearsall, Pittman, could we say, assuming Pearsall actually plays, that's comparable, right?
Yeah, it's a big assumption, though, but yeah.
All right. It could be comparable. Genty, Henry, I'll still take Henry, but Genty now looks like he's there. I mean, that's comparable. So you're getting a stud tight end. I would do it. Elijah Ledesma. Which defense, Eagles or Giants? I think Giants get Rattler and the Saints, and then the Eagles, it's the Broncos.
Yeah, you probably got to go Giants against the Saints, right? I mean,
Yeah.
they did a good job against Herbert last week.
Yeah. No, the defense is not the problem there. Defense is pretty good. It's the offense. Scott, MFG. Henderson or Michael Carter?
I think I just go Michael Carter, honestly.
Yeah.
Henderson just not getting the touches.
Yep. Just roll Michael Carter. But again, only because it's the Titans. Now we have Alt 33. Is that what it says? Alt?
Yeah, tall T, maybe. I don't know.
Tall T. Okay. Just lost. Well, that's okay. If this was your first loss, you're doing well. Start 3. K9, Waddle, Godwin, or Diggs, or Amari Demercado.
Well, assuming PPR, I'm going to go Diggs, Waddle, and Walker.
I do like Diggs this week. In fact, Diggs is probably my favorite out of this group. This doesn't
Actually,
say
even in non-PPR, I'd probably go with those 3 guys.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Ray Lamasa. This is half. 1 receiver, 1 flex. Got Ladd, Jacoby Myers, probably Trey Tucker, Mason Carter.
Yeah, I know they've been bad, but I got to go the first 2 still.
Yeah, going the first 2. Might be Mason in a better matchup, but it's a brutal matchup. All right. How about this? Trading Barkley or Hampton for both Judkins and London.
I'm okay with this. Even if it's Barkley, I'm okay with this, honestly.
Yeah, I think we need to answer this to help him know, who would you rather trade away right now, Barkley or Hampton?
Hampton.
Okay.
I'm not there. I'm not there yet.
Just making sure.
I mean, look, Hampton was great last week, but he only got 12 carries.
Yeah. Well, they wound up losing somehow, but yeah. If you can
Giants
trade,
run, that was literally like, well, maybe the second worst run defense behind your Dolphins, sadly.
if you can trade Hampton and get Judkins and London, absolutely. Yeah, do it. Pedro Navarez, tough times at tight end. Waller or Changes?
I think I gotta go Waller here.
Yeah. Well, look, he's got to get more targets, and yeah, he's going to get more targets. he scored touchdowns last week somehow. Darren Waller is going to be a thing. The Kilo, what's up? Have JSN. So does that make you want Darnold over Stafford, or we want Darnold anyways, don't we?
Yeah, I want Darnold anyways.
Yeah. Not because of the stack, but let's go Darnold. All right, Tom Staker, AJP or Darius Slayton? Serious question.
Okay, I can't be this low on AJ Brown this week.
Like, it wouldn't shock me if Slayton outscored him this week, but it also wouldn't shock me if AJ Brown went for like 100 yards and 2 touchdowns, just because he's that salty.
That's the thing. Like, what's a good game from Darius Slayton? Like 4 or 5 catches and a touchdown.
Right.
AJB has like 150 and 2 in him. Slayton does not have that.
This might be, I think it's understandable, but this might be kind of like galaxy brain.
Yes.
All right. I feel like this might be a burner account for Juice. Tall at 33. Taysom Hill.
Is Taysom Hill really coming back this year?
I heard he was like practicing, or he was going to practice or something.
Coming off a devastating. No, I'll still start Kelsey over Taysom Hill coming off a major knee injury.
There you go. Taysom Hill returns to practice, boosting the injury-plagued Saints for the week. It doesn't say he's playing, but
yeah, I'm not taking Taysom Hill now.
Dude, he's 35 years old already.
35 years old, coming off a massive knee injury.
Yeah. So he's at practice.
Well, that's fine.
It doesn't say he's playing. Everybody loves Taysom Hill. Okay. Let's move on. We've already found you out, Juice. Cody now wants to know Pollard and McLaurin for Brees.
No, I think I might just take Brees now. I mean, we don't know how long this injury is for Terry. Braylon Allen, we know, is on IR, and it might be more than 4 weeks. Not worried about Khalil Herbert. I might just take Brees now.
Yeah, Brees could break out. Terry, we don't know about the injury, so I'll take Brees here. Now, Julio. 2-2-1. Judkins, Monty, Hendy Pollard, Rashad White. Got Jamar Chase, Godwin, T-Mac, Pickens.
All right, I'm going to go Judkins, Monty. I'm going to go T-Mac, Pickens. I think I have to still flex Jamar Chase. Do I have to flex Jamar Chase over Rashad White if Bucky's out? I mean, yeah. I might strongly consider Rashad White if Bucky's out over Jamar Chase. Not even kidding.
I could consider it too. I get it. I'm probably still flexing Chase at least here. It's me, Fidel. Stafford or Herbert?
Herbert.
Adams or Allen?
Ooh, that one's close for me. I think we're going to disagree on this one. I have Adams over Keenan this week.
No, because I like Keenan, and then I am putting him as a possible boom pick, but Devontae Adams is he like not set and forget, but he's pretty close, right? Like I don't have to worry about Devontae Adams. And with the 49ers all sorts of banged up, I would just stick with Adams. So I agree. And yes, Julio wants to know Lamar is confirmed out. And what I saw, which again, things change every week, so don't take it too far, but that basically they're going to wait till after the week 7 bye. So multiple weeks. There's juice. See, not a coincidence. Right after that, needs one running back, one flex. Judkins, Scat, Woody, Walker.
I honestly like Judkins and Scatterboo this week. It's a good matchup against the Saints. I feel like he had like 24 carries last week. Like it's goal line carries. Like I'm still not convinced Woody Marks is just like. I think Woody Marks should be the 1A this week, but I think Nick Chubb is still going to get like 10 to 12 carries.
Yeah, Chubb, as much as we appreciate it, hasn't gone away, right? He's not retired. He's still there. So Woody has the upside in the matchup, but you're right. Scotty was getting more touches. He gets the Saints. Like, okay, I know it's the cool am I talking to, but you know, it's not a great defense. It's Judkins and Scotty. Niner fan.
I love the avatar.
Is that Michael Myers?
Michael Myers.
So is Ashton Genty your favorite player now because he has the Michael Myers stance?
I don't even get it. What do they mean the Michael Myers stance? I don't even get it.
Well, because
he
he's
straight
just
up.
Like he just standing like he's stalking. He's just like
that's what Jahmyr Gibbs does. That's what Nick Chubb does. How come they didn't get called the Michael Myers stance?
I don't know. I have to look into it. Okay, so sit one tight end and one wide receiver. Harrison, Sutton, Myers, Adams, Warren, Laporta.
I'm going to sit Laporta. I think you got to play Tyler Warren, even though I like Laporta this week against the Bengals, but I'm going to sit Laporta. I think you got to go Adams, a wide receiver.
Still like Adams. Well, it says sit one tight end, and then we pick one receiver, or are we just sitting one receiver?
Well, if we're only sitting one receiver, it's going to be Jacoby for me.
Yeah, that's a little different. Okay. JP. 2-2. This PPR standard. All right. Let's just assume it means PPR. Traded Lamb and Bucky for Cook, Bowers, DJ Moore. I think I'd prefer the Lamb side.
Yeah, I'd prefer the Lamb side. I mean, at least you got James Cook and Bowers, although now Bowers didn't practice today. Oh, man. I mean,
if I felt better about DJ Moore, I might say this is okay, but yeah, DJ Moore, do we really? I mean, besides the fact he's off this week, but do we really feel great starting DJ Moore on a weekly basis?
No.
Okay. Do you feel great starting Chase Brown or TreVeyon Henderson?
I'd probably still go Chase Brown here. I mean, he gets more touches, so
yeah. And then Warren Bowers, he says, what? Go 2 tight ends rest of the season or trade one for you just traded for a tight end though. See, that's what it doesn't even make sense either. Like you just traded for a tight end when you already had Warren.
Right. But I would try to trade one. I mean, if I can get any of those wide receivers for one of those tight ends, I'll take it. Sadly, I think I might prefer to trade away Bowers now, the guy you just traded for with his knee injury.
You should probably get more back for Bowers, right? Based on the name and the draft stock and all that.
Yeah.
So he's looking to buy low between Lad BTJ or possibly AJB. I think AJB is still probably the best choice.
Yeah.
Didn't we do this last year with AJB, right? We do this already with the whole he has a couple of bad games and he complains and then he goes off. We did it. We've done this before.
Yeah, but he had a lot of bad games last year. That's why I was like kind of out on AGB this year. I'm like, it's his offense.
Yeah. Halls of Fire. Full PPR. Drop Ridley for Washington.
I don't think I'm ready to do this yet. What if he gets traded? What if he gets traded somewhere decent? I don't know. I'm scared to drop Ridley right now because of that.
Yeah. I agree. I have Ridley in way too many leagues. I know you do too. I haven't dropped him anywhere. I'm benching him, but I'm not dropping him. And then here it is again. Tall at 33. Same question, but need 2. Diggs or Waddle?
You need 2, but there's only 2. What do you mean?
Yeah. What was the other question? Not the Taysom one.
I would go, but anyways, I would go Waddle over Diggs.
I'm trying to find the other question that he had to see if it makes sense here. Okay, so start 3. Yeah, it doesn't make more sense. Okay, let's just move on. Got about 10 minutes left, guys. You want to absolutely make sure you get your question answered before we get off of here tonight. We're sticking to super chats just to make sure we get them all in, which we're close. Ben Murray dropped one. Thank you, Ben. Let's see if I can find your question as well. So we just got about 10 more minutes. Don't forget about Draft Lane, the app that you can download it for free, and you can use that to ask your questions anytime. Okay, I'm still looking. Oh, there is different one. All right, Ben wants to know Kendre Miller, Tyquan Thornton, or Blake Corum.
I'm going to go Kendre Miller.
Too soon to start Corum. He's still just touchdown dependent. Thornton's been scoring. No. Yeah, I'll go Kendre Miller. All right, fam first. Bill or Bourne?
Oh, man. If it's full PPR, I might just take a chance on Bourne tonight. The Rams secondary is not very good, although their pass rush is really good. But I might just take a chance on Bourne and hope he actually catches the ball this week.
He's technically the number 1 receiver here for the 49ers, so sure. Tonjes or Mason Taylor?
Mason Taylor.
Yeah, go Mason Taylor. All right, Brian Wheeler. 2 receivers in the flex. Pickens, Myers, Keenan, Debo, Chuba, Judkins.
I think you got to go Pickens, Keenan, a wide receiver, and I think I got to flex Judkins. Pickens, Keenan, Judkins. Oh, I don't really mind Debo this week either, so.
Yeah, I think you have to flex Judkins. I go Pickens and Keenan. That's what he said. Zachary Mudd wants to know, should I stream Waller or Okonkwo or Schultz or maybe Taylor?
I mean, it's either Taylor or Waller. I guess I'd probably have to give the edge to Waller. Yeah, probably got to give the edge to Waller.
Yeah, let's go Waller. JR, I don't know. Sorry where your question is. Since we still got a couple minutes, you want to type your trade question in again? And unless I happen to find it. Let's go to Alejandro Olivas. Diggs, Bourne, Judy, Michael Carter, or Troy Franklin. We need 2.
I think Diggs has got to be 1. I'd probably just go Michael Carter, 2. I wouldn't mind Troy Franklin, but against the Eagles, it's Diggs and Michael Carter.
Yeah, Diggs is clearly my favorite here. The rest just like, I guess we'll go Carter. How about this from my JJ? This is the team. Yeah, I remember we already did. This is the team that has the 2 tight ends, even though it's a no tight end league. Debating bench. Yeah, we already did this one. I think we said you should start Daniels over Fields and just keep it the way it is.
We did this one a lot. This is like way back at the beginning. And we said if Pittman's out, put Ferguson in.
Yeah.
Now it looks like Bowers might be out too.
Yeah. All right. Let's see who's next. Got time for a couple more. Don is here. Don Groype. Choose 2. Scattaboo, Woody Marks, Kyron Williams.
I'm sitting Woody Marks here. I mean, I don't like sitting Woody Marks this week because it's the Ravens, but Scadaboo gets the Saints, and I don't think you can sit Kyron tonight against this 49ers defense.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to start Kyron here. It's a good spot. Go Scadaboo over Marks again, and then Mike Altwheel, flex Walker or Marks or BTJ.
Well, I have Marks higher than these guys, so let's do it. Your waiver wire pickup over your first round pick and your fourth round pick.
Why not? That's the way things go. And then here's JR's trade question. He said he traded Bowers and DK for Genty and Rice.
That's a huge win. Huge win. Even if Bowers is good this year, it's a win.
Yeah. This is a perfect kind of trade. You're selling high on DK. You're kind of buying low on Rice. Yeah. Kind of surprised somebody did this or giving up Genty after last week. But yeah, this is a huge trade. And then let me make sure we didn't miss anybody. Don't think we missed anybody. Looks like we're caught up. How about a very quick lightning round to end things out? Why not?
Let's do it.
All right. Oh, hold on. Hold the phone because very important super chat here. It's Shrek 2 on DVD. Thank you, Shrek 2. Needs a flex, a super flex, and an RB. Flowers or Waddle, Knicks or Young, Sharps or Mondre.
All right. Well, I don't love Knicks this week, but I can't start Bryce Young over him. So Bo Nix. I think I got to go Waddle over Flowers with Cooper Rush. And I'm going Charbonnet over Ramondre.
All right. Easy. All set. Okay. Let's do a couple of quick ones here. Sean Humans, Chase Brown or Woody Marks?
Woody Marks.
Woody Marks it is. Let's see here. Some actual questions. I have a lot of actual questions here. How about this is Void Footy? Flex Rashad White or BTJ?
I mean, look, if Bucky's out, I'm going Rashad White. If Bucky plays, I'll go BTJ.
Yep, I think that's okay. How about Vico? Mason and Kirk for Jacobs?
Yeah, get Jacobs. Get Jacobs, 100%.
Yeah, if you can get Jacobs. It's like Christian Kirk. Like, what other Kirk could that be?
Yeah, Cousins?
So who's trading for Kirk? Like, do this. Angel, Woody Marks over J.K. Dobbins.
Yep. I got Marks over Dobbins this week.
Stephen Merrick, Ladd or Chase Brown?
Give me Ladd.
Yeah, if we go Ladd here. And then how about SC Brew All-Americans? Always on here. Needs a wide receiver and a flex. Devontae Pickens, Bucky, Mason, White or Pollard.
Man, I think you got to go Pickens at wide receiver and then Adams at flex. Pickens and Adams.
Yep. Short season, Baker for Fields?
Not sure what you mean here. Sure.
Well, who would you rather? I don't know if this week or.
I mean, if it's this week, I want Fields. Definitely Fields.
Yeah, long term rest of the season, probably just go Baker, right?
Yeah.
All right. What time we got? Ooh, almost time. It's almost time. Let's see. I haven't had any defense questions. DeRozan, Tolbert, McCaffrey, Luke, or Isaiah Bond.
Yeah, let's go Luke. I mean, look, Luke's been involved. Now he's got Jaden Daniels this week. Let's go Luke.
All right. And then New Eye Entertainment. Who wins this trade? Io Manor and Tet for the Jags backfield, basically.
I think this really comes down to team need. I think it's a very fair trade. Like Tet and Etienne feel very fair to me, like very even. Like, yeah, I probably prefer Tootin to Io Manor, but in this instance, Tootin is just basically the Etienne replacement, so it doesn't really matter. So I think this is a very fair trade.
Yeah, exactly. running back, receiver. It's fair. And then last but not least, another super chat from Kiyozoku Oni. If Chuba is out, would you go Rico instead of Carter? Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yep.
All right. So start stashing if you need. You guys got a couple minutes left to set your Thursday night lineup. But don't forget, you're still going to have questions. We know you can always use the Draft Lane app, ask your questions anytime. Don't forget, code ENDGAME gets you 10 free credits. And we'll be back on Saturday for a nice long Q&A with you in the afternoon. Figure out what's what. We'll have all the injury updates because it's going to make a big difference when it comes Saturday. All right. Don't forget, if you haven't done it yet, anybody who just jumped on here, reminder, hit the subscribe button. Guys, we're on the way to 100K. We're almost there. A lot of you are not yet subscribed. If you're checking us out, we're helping you in any way, then help us out. Just hit subscribe. And if you want to know when we go live or when any video drops, because we've got videos that drop every single day, turn on your notifications as well. All right. Have a good one, guys. Enjoy the start of week 5, and we'll see you on Saturday.